Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a Q&A. I am kind of nervous. I've never done one of these before and I just feel like it's time. One of the main reasons I wanted to do this is because my 1K giveaway just finished a couple of days ago and you guys are so amazing. Like, your participation in that giveaway just blew me away. Not only did I go from 1K to over 2K, a lot because of that giveaway, but you guys have just been interacting with me on social media in a way that I wasn't really getting that interaction before. On Snapchat, I'm getting people snapping me and, you know, just snapping me, saying hi and responding to my snaps, and it's just such an amazing feeling. I love it. Like, this is what I love about YouTube, you know, this is what I love about social media, is this interaction and connecting with people over our similarities and stuff like that, and it just makes my day every time I hear from any of you. So thank you so much. A huge thank you to all of you, and just for participating in that giveaway and supporting me and everything. I really, really appreciate it. And I am planning on doing a 2K giveaway very soon. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, and I also did a little shout out on Twitter, but I only got one question on Twitter, so I'm gonna do that one first, and then I will move on to the Instagram questions. So Samantha March asked me a question on Twitter, and she is one of my YouTube friends here, and she asked me, when is your wedding and what has been the best part of planning so far? So my wedding is in October. It's October 15th of this year, and the best part of planning so far, that's kind of hard. Planning is such a combination of fun and stress for me, and I'm getting to the point where it's getting to be a little bit more and more stressful and less fun, I think, because we're getting closer to the day and just all the little details keep coming up that I'm not expecting. Picking out the flowers was really fun. Doing the little creative details is fun. Picking out my invitations was really fun. I actually made my save the dates. I actually have a blog post on that if you guys want to see my save the dates. I will link that below on my blog. But you know, doing little things like that, like focusing on the little details, is really fun. So I would say that the little details is pretty fun. I also have a lot of fun just talking with my bridesmaids about things. So like talking to my maid of honor is super fun, and just planning things with her and that kind of thing. So that's really fun. I love doing that. I am pretty much planning my own wedding. I don't have a wedding planner or anything. So like I said, it's kind of a combination of stressful and fun. But I'm the kind of person who, I want to have a say in everything that I do, so everything that happens there, you know, I want to have like a say in it, so I'd rather plan it myself. So that's kind of the way I am. I hope that answers that question. Okay, on to the Instagram questions. I am on this is my iPod, by the way, because I film on my iPhone, so I'm not I can't use my phone. I actually had to download Instagram on my iPod so that I could look at the questions while I answer the video. And that's also why I didn't do anything on Snapchat, because I don't really have an easy way to do that. I could probably do it on my iPhone too, but I don't know. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go through all the wedding questions first, since I just answered a wedding question, and then I'll go back to the other questions. So Danielle Barbier said, where are you going for a honeymoon? We actually don't have a honeymoon planned right now. I don't think we're going to be taking one. We initially were thinking about going to maybe the Dominican Republic, but then my mom kind of scared me because she said there's is it the Zika virus? There's a virus going on in the Caribbean that can cause like infertility, or it can cause like birth defects in someone who's getting pregnant or trying to get pregnant, and the men can get the disease and carry it for a while and not know they're having it. It really freaked us out, and other than that, like, we don't have a huge budget to go anywhere else really, so I don't think we're gonna be doing a honeymoon right away. But I really want to go to Disney World too. I really want to go to Disney World also with Lila in the next year or two when she's still young enough to enjoy it. So I don't think that we're gonna do a honeymoon. If anything, we will maybe go to like Chicago or something, which is only a couple hours away from us, and have like a nice weekend or something like that. But as of right now, we don't have any big honeymoon plans. Stormy2817 asked, are you going to write your own vows? Could you give us a snippet of what you would like to say? I don't know if we're gonna write our own vows. I would like to, but Mike is, I think he's kind of undecided. I think he kind of sees the value in it, but...
Hold on, I'm all distracted. My shirt's distracting me, I'm sorry. It's uneven. There we go. Okay, much better.
Okay, so I would like to write my own vows. That's something that I would like to do, but I just don't know. I want Mike to be 100% comfortable. I don't want him to get up there and feel like nervous because he has to speak in front of people or because he has to remember something or anything. And same for me. Of course, I don't want to be either. But I don't want to put pressure on him that is gonna make the day not special and not fun. I don't want it to be too stressful because I'm sure it's gonna be stressful no matter what, anyways. So that's kind of my views on it. If anything, we might write vows and then just like put them on a card and read them to each other or something like that. I don't know, but as of right now, I'm not sure. We're actually going to a wedding workshop this Saturday, so hopefully we'll kind of figure stuff like that out at that with our pastor at our church and stuff like that. So we'll see. And a snippet of what I would say, I would probably say something about fate and something about him being the best thing that's ever happened to me besides my daughter. I wouldn't say that, but and just how I feel so insanely lucky to have him in the way that he accepts me for who I am, and he appreciates me, but he accepts me for like my weirdness and my quirkiness and little things that I've never had guys accept me for. I've always felt like I've had to hide things from guys in the past, and these are the things that like Mike totally accepts and loves about me, and it just makes me feel like we are meant to be together because of that. So that's something probably I would work into the vows if I write my own vows.
Gemination? Oh my gosh. Gemination YT? Wow, that's really hard. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm sure I am.
Asked, was the proposal cute and can you tell us about it? Yes. So he proposed, we've been engaged for over a year. It was April 25th of last year that he proposed. And so we had actually gone to pick out the ring together because I found a ring I liked and he wanted to get it, but that ring just didn't work out. It was like a local shop and their credit system was really strange and it didn't work out. So he came to me and said, I tried to get this ring that you wanted, but it didn't work out. And I was like, well, don't worry about it. Let's go look together. So we went to K Jewelers and we picked out this ring that I absolutely love, and we ordered it. So I kind of knew it was coming. I knew we were gonna, I knew there was a proposal at some point coming, and I was okay with that because again, like Mike is the kind of person that would not be very happy if he had to go out and guess what kind of ring I wanted, and I'm not the kind of person that would be very happy if he didn't get me what I wanted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I probably would be happy, but I know that we both would just be happier knowing that like we're on the same page, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not the kind of person that would be like, oh my god, it's not the right cut or whatever. Like, I wouldn't care that much, but I think he wanted me to have something that I would absolutely love, and I wanted something that I wanted him to feel good about giving it to me, So anyways, that's not even what you asked. You asked about the proposal. So April 25th it was a couple days before our 2-year anniversary, and basically what happened, that was when I was working my Arbonne consultant job full-time, and it was a Sunday, I think, maybe it was a Saturday or a Sunday, and I was out at a party. I was doing an Arbonne party that afternoon, and I came home, and I think it was about 3:30 or 4, and Mike had talked about us going out to dinner, so I wasn't sure, maybe we were gonna go out to dinner, but when I got home, he had gotten a bunch of groceries and was cooking me dinner. So he cooked me dinner and, had a bottle of wine. I was sitting there drinking wine while he was cooking dinner, and then we ate, and okay, so he just called me on the phone. That was so weird. As I'm talking about him, all of a sudden he's calling me. So we were eating dinner, I was drinking wine, and I kind of was thinking maybe it's gonna happen tonight, maybe not. I didn't know if the ring had come in, so I didn't know for sure what was gonna happen, but then we finished dinner, we went to the couch, and we sat down, and it was like really hot out. I don't know if I've told you guys before, but our apartment gets so hot. It's like south-facing, we have huge windows, it gets really, really hot, so it was nighttime. Lila was at my parents' house, and we basically were sitting in our underwear. And I was just talking to Mike on the phone, and he's like, are you gonna tell them that we were in our underwear? And I said, yeah, why not? We were. And the reason I wanted to tell you guys this is because we were in our underwear, I was thinking, okay, he's not gonna propose now. Like, we're in our underwear, like we were just hanging out watching a movie. I think we were watching Pirates of the Caribbean. And so we were just like sitting around in our underwear, hanging out, and I was like, okay, this is fun, we were whatever. And then he started talking to me about how proud he was of how hard I was working at Arbonne, and how he just feels like he felt like I was just doing a really good job and really being committed and stuff, which is funny now since I kind of quit. But he was saying these really sweet things, and I started getting teary-eyed because of the sweet things he was saying. And he said, like, I love you so much, I want to marry you. And I was just kind of like, oh yeah, I love you too, you know, because he said that before and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden he got down on one knee, and I thought he was trying to come on to me, but then he has the ring in his hand. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and apparently he had hidden the ring on a side table, like right next to me. I just had no idea it was there, so the whole time. So all of a sudden he's holding this ring and he said, so what do you say? Will you marry me? And I said, of course. I said yes, and it was really sweet, and it was really personal, which made me really happy. Like, it meant a lot to me that it was really personal, and you know, it wasn't like a big deal. It wasn't out in public. I think it would have been weird if it was out in public, and it was just something that I still get butterflies in my chest when I think about that moment, because it was just really special and really sweet. So that's the story. And it was also really special because I was surprised, even though I knew the ring was coming, and I knew, like, we both knew we were gonna get married, basically. It was still like a surprise in the moment type of thing, which was really cool. Frindaboursiani asked, what about your wedding makeup? What colors will you use? For my wedding makeup, I'm gonna do my own makeup, and that's about all I know so far. I don't know anything else. I'm probably gonna start experimenting in the next few months to get an idea of what I want. I'm still figuring out my hair. I have a second hair trial scheduled next month. I got a first hair trial and I didn't really like it, so I'm gonna go again and try it again. But I'm thinking I'm going to do something maybe kind of like what I'm wearing right now. Like, I was gonna say like mauve-y, pretty colors, but I have to be honest, I really don't know. I don't know. If you have any recommendations, let me know. Alex from Beauty Addict next door, hi Alex, asked, what are you most excited about for your wedding? The dress, ring, vows, you may kiss the bride part? Let us know. I'm really excited about two things. I'm really excited to be married to Mike because, like I said, we've been engaged for a long time, and we dated for 2 years before that, so it's been over 3 years that we've been together now, and I'm just ready to be his wife. I'm ready to call him my husband. I'm just ready to be married to him. And the other thing I'm excited about is all of our families getting together. I think that is going to be so much fun. I think that is the one thing that I've like always been excited about. Like, I was never the kind of girl that would plan my wedding. I never dreamed about getting married, really. I used to, in my early 20s, I used to say I'm never getting married because I didn't think I ever would. And it was just never high on my priority list. I never dreamed about the dress or anything like that. But the one thing I would dream about was all the family that I would invite to my wedding. Like, whenever I would see my extended family, my dad's side of the family lives in Rhode Island, a lot of them live all over the place. And my mom's family, a lot of them is more in the Midwest, but like Minnesota, South Dakota, Wisconsin area. And I always would just dream about having all those family members together, inviting them to my wedding, you know, having a really special day and just seeing our families intermix. And now that I'm getting to know Mike's family really well, I cannot wait to see all of them mixing with my family and like our bridal party. I mean, his 3 sisters are in my bridal party. I have 10 bridesmaids, by the way, so I have a large bridal party. He has 10 groomsmen. I'm just really excited to see all of my people that I love and consider really close to my heart all get together and hopefully get along. I'm just really excited for that. And even his groomsmen and my bridesmaids interacting, I'm just excited to see that whole family and friends interacting with each other. I think that'll be really, really fun. I'm also really excited for Lila. I should add this. I'm really excited for her because she's going to be the flower girl, and whenever she talks about the wedding, she says, it's our wedding. She says, Mom, when we get married, Mom, are we going to do this? Or when are we getting married, Mom? Like, she's so excited about this, and I think it's going to be so fun. I'm so grateful that I can share this with her, you know, because I think most people don't have their kids in their wedding because they don't have kids when they get married, and I just feel really lucky and grateful that she gets to be a part of it and that she's going to be old enough to remember it too. Is really, really cool. All right, so that's it for the wedding questions. So now I'm just going to go on with the rest of the questions. Paradiseanzel, Paradiseanzel, said, one thing you can't live without. Now, I assume you mean a makeup thing. A makeup thing I couldn't live without would probably be mascara. I think that's probably, I mean, lip balm, maybe would be first just because it's a comfort thing, but if we're going into more cosmetic things, I would say mascara. I think that really makes a huge difference on the eyes. It just brightens them, makes me look more awake, and yeah, I would say that. I prefer not to have to go without the rest of the makeup, but if I had to, mascara. Emma, with 4 E's and a bunch of M's and a bunch of A's, asked, if you could only buy from one makeup brand, what would it be and why? Well, that's a tough one. I really, really like Arbonne. You guys know this, I've mentioned them before. However, I don't think I would pick them for makeup. I would pick them for skincare and nutrition products. But for makeup, I think I would have to say Too Faced, because it's Too Faced. I like their foundation. They're coming out with a concealer soon. I love their eyeshadows. I love their mascara. Their mascara is my favorite mascara. I feel like they have everything, and everything they have I love pretty much. I don't think I've had anything from them that I don't love, really. So yeah, their contour palette I really love. I know they have brushes. I haven't tried those, but I love them. So I would say Too Faced, definitely. And they're cruelty free. So Too Faced. Hopelessly_M asked me a few questions. She said, if you could only use one makeup product for the rest of your life, what would it be? I said mascara, so that would be mascara. She also said, if you could only use one palette, eyeshadow, blush, concealer, any type of palette, which would it be? Ooh, that's a tough one. One of my palettes that has like multiple things in it, I would say one of my palettes that has multiple things like eyeshadows, blushes, bronzers. One of my Tarte ones, I think the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette, I might say, because that has eyeshadows, a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter. So that would be a good one if I had to use that. But I would be really sad if I had to do that. But yeah, that would be the one. Or my Lorac Pro To Go palette has eyeshadows and blushes and bronzer. That's a good one too. And then she also asked, if you could only use one single eyeshadow color for the rest of your life, what would it be? I think it would be a matte mauvey purpley color. Kind of light, kind of dark. I can't think of an exact one. There's one in the Lorac Pro palette. There's one in one of the Lorac Mega Pro palettes. But something along those lines. I think that would be my choice, because that looks pretty good every day and it can kind of look fancy, and yeah, I think that's what I would go with. And Hopelessly_M asked, if you could only use one mascara for the rest of your life, which would it be? Too Faced Better Than Sex, hands down. Oh, and then she also asked, what about one lipstick for the rest of your life, which would it be? Getting so personal. What? Really? Well, I'm filming a video. Can you wait? You want to come in the video? Okay, this is Amora. She wanted to say hi. She was talking and talking. She does not like to sit in my lap for some reason. She loves attention, but she's not a lap cat. Say hi. Hi. She's like, screw you, Mom. Okay, so lipstick. So that's a hard one. Right now, I am wearing the Manna Kadar lip gloss that I got in a BoxyCharm. What else do I reach for a lot? I like the Too Faced La Creme lipsticks. I like the Too Faced melted liquid lipsticks. That's what it would be. It would be a Too Faced melted liquid lipstick, because they are super pigmented and they're very easy to apply, in my opinion. They last a really nice long time. So yeah, it would be a Too Faced melted lipstick. It would probably be the color Fig, because I love that color. Clauguz, CLAUGUZ88 said, your daughter is beautiful. Thank you. That's so sweet. How is she adapting to the vegan life? What do you do when she asks you about eating hamburger or something with meat? Love your snaps and your garden. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate hearing that. I snap about a lot of stuff, like lifestyle stuff, and not a lot of makeup stuff, so it's nice to hear that you guys appreciate that. So how is she adapting to vegan life? She is doing amazing. She is doing so well. Like, I am just so blown away by how well she's doing. Cat, stop moving the tripod. Oh! Could have done without that. Anyways, Lila is doing really, really well with the vegan transition. She actually went to a birthday party the other weekend, which I mentioned on Snapchat, and they had a vegan pizza for her and vegan cake, but they didn't have vegan ice cream. And I guess she told me this later, that one of the little boys offered her some of his ice cream that was not vegan, and she said, no, I didn't want it because it wasn't vegan. And I was so proud of her. Like, that just made my heart so happy. And the thing is, like, I'm not being super strict with her. Like, if she's at school and a kid brings in cupcakes for their birthday, I'm letting her eat them, you know. And if she's you know, anywhere. Like I feel like when I'm not around, I'm not going to guilt trip her for not eating vegan, or I'm not going to put a ton of pressure on other parents to, you know, try to like corral her, because she's a 5-year-old. She's going to be independent if she wants to eat something that, you know, I don't want her to eat. Like I don't want to have like war over it, but I am doing my best to really share with her like good vegan food, so that she knows that anything that she used to eat that wasn't vegan, she can still eat that is vegan, you know. So like we're having ice cream and treats and all kinds of stuff. She really likes the vegan hot dogs and stuff. As far as asking for meat, when we first started transitioning to vegan, she asked a lot of questions, and she still does sometimes. She does say like, does this come from animals? Does sugar come from animals? Does, you know, whatever, and or like Rice Krispies. She said, does Rice Krispies come from animals? You know, and I have to explain to her kind of how everything works. But she doesn't really ask for meat anymore. She doesn't really, a hamburger, she's never really liked hamburgers, so that's never been a thing. But the only thing she asks for is McDonald's, and we've talked about how most of McDonald's is not vegan, and she's okay with that. She just really asks for it after school when she's like absolutely starving, and then I explain it to her, and we find food she likes. We found a vegan pizza she really likes. Like I said, vegan hot dogs, they have vegan chicken nuggets, all kinds of things, like pretty much anything that you eat. The only thing that she asked for that I couldn't give her a vegan version of was chicken wings, like chicken on the bone. She said, Mom, do they have vegan chicken on the bone? And I had to say no, they haven't invented that yet. I'm sure they will someday though. But other than that, she's doing really well, really amazing. Like I'm super proud of her, so it's going good so far. Someone else asked, beauty_bottled asked, what's one makeup item you can't live without? And I think I said mascara. I would stick with that. Glassheart25 said, is it hard going vegan? So this is actually my second time going vegan. I was vegan for 2 years. About 5 years ago was when I stopped being vegan, and this time I have to be honest is a lot harder, just because things are different. I mean, I have a kid that I'm trying to go vegan with, and I don't know, the circumstances are different. It's challenging, but it's also easier because I was vegan before, and I know more information. I know about ingredients. I know how to read for ingredients. I know about like seitan and tempeh and tofu and those kinds of ingredients that are like meat replacements. Like I kind of know how to cook with them. So it's easier in that way, but it's harder because I'm not like, it's harder because I have my daughter, and I'm also more in like mainstream culture. When I was vegan 5 years ago, I was kind of in the alternative culture lifestyle, like surrounded by more people who were vegan and that kind of thing. So it was easier to be vegan, and people knew what it meant and that kind of thing. Now it's kind of like a lot of explaining and a lot of, you know, trying not to step on toes and hurt people's feelings and stuff, which is all part of the process, you know, it is. So, so yeah, I mean, in some ways it's harder, in some ways it's easier, but in general, it's a challenge, but I also feel very rewarded and very happy about it, so it's worth it. Smiling Since 87, that's a cute username, said, if you can give the younger version of you advice, what would you say? Okay, so I don't know how much younger you mean, but I'm gonna say maybe middle school or high school. My advice to myself would be to relax, stop worrying about what other people think, because they're worrying about themselves as much as you're worrying about yourself. They're not concerned about you, and to just be yourself and be confident, you know, but really to stop worrying about what other people think, because I was so self-focused in middle school and high school, and not because, like, not self-centered in like that kind of way, but I was just like so self-conscious, I guess is a better way to say it. Like I was just so afraid of being judged and people thinking whatever about me, like not fitting in and just whatever. Like I was so worried about that and so wrapped up in that I just missed out, you know, like I just spent so much time stressing that I just missed out, and I really regret that a lot. So that would be some advice I would give myself, you know, and to just be friends with people who are nice to you. Don't be friends with people who are not nice. There's no reason for that. There's no time for that, you know? And if you see somebody and they look nice and maybe they're popular or maybe they're too pretty for you or whatever you think, like, go talk to them anyways, because that could turn out to be your best friend. And if not, then not, but at least you tried, you know? And so, yeah, anyways, that's the gist of it. Malika Singh asked, what is the one message you want everyone to take from your videos? Oh, that's a sweet question. I think the same message that I would give my younger self, which would be to be yourself, to find whatever it is that you love, what makes you happy, and to pursue that, and to really find a way to incorporate that into your life, whether it's in a career or as a hobby or just day-to-day way that you live your life, to really be yourself and surround yourself by people who support you and who you are and support you being yourself and don't expect you to change or be different. I don't really talk about that in my videos, I guess, but that still would be a message I would like people to get, because I am myself in my videos, you know, doing my makeup and being like the mom that wears makeup, stuff like that. Like, that's me, you know, and I feel like I really want to share that with people. I want people to be comfortable and happy in who they are, because I don't think you can really be happy or successful until you have reached that point. Fathimaramzy, I hope I said that right. Hey girl, if you only had one day left, what would you do? Really spend it with my family. I would spend it with Lila and my fiance, my parents, probably, like everybody I could get around. I would just hang out with people because I feel like anything else would be pointless. i.do.give.away, i.do.give.away, asked, where is your favorite place to go on holiday? I think one of my favorite places is Newport, Rhode Island. We go there quite a bit. We've gone there almost every summer growing up because my dad grew up there, so we would go back to see his family, and I really enjoyed that. It was, I lived there actually for a summer too, in between my freshman and sophomore year of college. It's on the East Coast, Rhode Island, and Newport is actually an island, so it's like on the beach, and it's kind of touristy, so there's a lot of really fun shops, and pretty small town. It's not too busy or anything. You can walk to most places, lots of beaches, lots of sunshine. It's just really beautiful place. Plus, my family is there, so I love, you know, hanging around the family. So I really like Newport, Rhode Island. So I think that's one of my favorite places to go on holiday, definitely. Katrinkyti, I don't know. I will list all the names of everyone who asked me a question down below, so you guys can go follow them on Instagram and stuff, because I really appreciate you guys so much. But Katrinkyti, that's cute, said, do you have any pets? I do. I have 2 cats, Amora and Thor, and Amora is the one that just knocked over my tripod. So you may have gotten a peek at her, but we adopted our cats, I think it was October or November of last year, so we haven't had them that long. We just adopted them from the Humane Society, and they're super sweet. They're just tons of fun. If you follow me on Snapchat, you will see them a lot. My Snapchat is Wildflower Liz. I snap them probably almost every day, along with my daughters, so yeah. Shannon.osullivan asked, what is the #1 thing on your bucket list you want to do? #1 thing? I mean, I'm really looking forward to getting married. I really want to have more kids in the future, and I really want to own a house in the future. So does that count? I don't know. I don't have any real crazy thing like going skydiving or anything like that. Like, just kind of the basic kind of homey type things that I'm really looking forward to doing. I would love to travel to Europe too, though, someday, or all over the world. I would love to travel. So that would definitely be something on my bucket list, but I want the more homey things first. And then Angeline_ho_ asked, do we want to have kids? So I do have a kid. I have a daughter. Her name is Lila. She's 5 years old, and yes, I would like to have more kids. I think that that is definitely something we are going to do very soon. Alright guys, that is it for the Q&A. Thank you so much again for all your questions. I really appreciate it. It just makes my day. I absolutely love it. And if you missed out on this Q&A, make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. I will list all of my usernames below, and so you can participate in the next giveaway, so you can participate in the next Q&A. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed. I post videos 3 days a week. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you again very soon.